Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Weekly Chording with me, Daz, exploring new music week by week. And this week's song was a suggestion from Glenn. Warframe is a long-running online action game from Digital Extremes. But over the years, its music has become one of the ways that the game carries its world building. In an official profile, Warframe audio director Eric Preston has said that the response to the game's sound and music has been a super emotional experience. And the piece we're doing today comes from The Old Peace, a Warframe update built around a forgotten period of ceasefire between the Oricon and the Sentients. I don't know, I've never played it. The studio described that story as a brief moment of peace before the fires of war and said this song is sung in-game by the character Adis, to calm and restore his fellow sentients. Lullaby of the Manifold was unveiled on July 19th, 2025 after TennoCon 2025. Digital Extremes released the official music video that same day with wider streaming availability soon after. The song was used broadly in the soundtrack of the game and shows up in 3 different versions in the soundtrack release. And maybe it has something to do with this song and the million-plus views on YouTube that it brought. That the Steam player count for Warframe went to the all-time high for Warframe anyway in December 2025. One player wrote on the official forums, "I would like to know if anyone else is sitting in the relay just to listen to the music." I assume the relay is where you hear the song, I guess. In any case, with music by Matthew Chalmers and lyrics by Adrian Bott, here is my take on Lullaby of the Manifold. Cast and cry, raise a million pounds high. All our kin were bound to fly, for that far shore forlorn. Onward, high. In an interview with CG Magazine, held with lyricist Adrian Bott and principal writer Kat Kingsley, they talked about the wider inspiration for the Warframe update. Bott said that the image came to mind was soldiers in the First World War fighting and then playing football across the trenches on Christmas Day. He described that as a moment of recognition of common humanity. Kingsley said that the game tells emotionally grounded stories inside far-flung and ridiculous premises. Speaking specifically about the old piece, she said the story is about being between two children of war, and added that the lullaby, every time she hears it, she's thinking about that. So, hello Glenn, thank you for the request, and thank you for joining in and saying hi on this chat. Anyway, on the topic of science fiction, I tend to read sci-fi in the same way I read recipes. I skip to the end and think, well, that'll never happen. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you liked what you saw today, then make sure that you are subscribed, like, share this video. Hey, maybe even buy me a coffee if you're feeling generous. My hour-long live struggling show on YouTube and Twitch this week will be today at 4 p.m. next Saturday. Next Saturday at 11 a.m. And don't forget to join me next week for another episode of Weekly Chording at 3:30 p.m. Mountain Time. I will see you then.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.